Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured I'd get a chance to just share about my thoughts on the movie Lee, which stars Kate Winslet, who's I'm sorry, she plays Lee Miller, who was a former fashion model turned photographer for Vogue magazine, and of course during the era of the Second World War, where women were kind of like regulated to the background and weren't allowed to go to things like press briefings and stuff like that. Lee was kind of like what you call a very unconventional woman, like feisty, quick-witted, strong, independent, wasn't afraid to defend herself, and it was the type of woman that stayed very true to herself. And then, of course, when her husband Roland enlists, in the fight, in the Second World War, even though she's not able to be in combat, but she does, like photography of, what's been going around, during the Second World War, so that way people are aware of the brutality and trauma that often goes on during war, which is a very, often sad thing to happen. And then, of course, she reads, Roland's character, not Roland, David's character, which is played by Adam Sandberg, which, is usually known for like comedy roles and stuff like that. But it was kind of nice to see that, in a, I guess, refreshing change of pace, that, he can actually pull off a dramatic role actually quite well, and is actually, as you would say, rather believable in it. And I don't know, maybe some people might think might be a little bit similar to the movie Civil War, which also deals with like photographers being thrown into the front lines during wartime. But I haven't seen that one, so when I see that one, I'll have to do a comparison to that. But I would say this was actually one of Kate Winslet's best performances, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe she gets an Oscar nomination next year for Best Actress. And so I thought she pulled it off quite, admirably, as I would say. And she, like I said, well, one thing I loved about her character, like, she's strong, feisty, witty, doesn't take no shit from anybody, which I respect. And but she also shows like a very emotional, vulnerable side as well. So it's kind of like a nice balance between the tough exterior that she presents, and often the soft side that not everybody gets to see. So it's a nice balance. So I would definitely say it's definitely a movie I would recommend seeing, since it goes to show you sometimes as brutal and terrible as war is, sometimes people need to see the truth behind unfortunately the brutality behind it, so history doesn't repeat itself. But unfortunately, as the old saying goes, history always has a habit of repeating itself, whether you want it to or not. So I think of it as a big history lesson. So that's that. So I look forward to sharing more content again soon. All right, everyone, take care.